basketball. Keep it tuned here for every play, every pass, every dribble, every shot, and especially every win of your favorite basketball team, the Redbirds of Illinois State University, only on 103.3 WCND Fused Radio.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to Doug Collins Course inside of Redbird Arena here in Normal, Illinois. It's a great night for basketball, which is the reason we are all here tonight to watch ISU men's basketball team take on the Bears from Missouri State. My name is Michael O'Brien. Sitting to my right is Andy Witkowski, and sitting to my left is the wonderful Christian Baker. Andy will be adding in some color commentary to make my black and white just a little bit better tonight. Andy, how you doing?
Fantastic. I'm ready for a good basketball game tonight, Mike.
Christian, how about yourself?
Feeling awesome, man. I feel like this is going to be a great game with two teams with very similar records coming on the court, giving it their all.
Now that everyone knows who we are, let's get down to business. Tonight's game, ISU versus MSU, Redbirds versus Bears. The Redbirds are fresh off an away loss against Evansville University, where the score made the game seem a lot closer than it really was. Andy?
Well, you know, Illinois State, really, they have a young team, and they're fairly inexperienced, so naturally they're going to play a little bit better at home. Their home record is 7-2, and on the road they struggle a little bit, you know. They get out to slow starts. The home team really kind of takes advantage of their inexperience. They're 5-6 on the road, but they're back at home tonight. They're going to be looking good. They're going to be feeding off the energy of this crowd, and I think they're going to get off to a quick start.
I mean, I really think that this is going to be a true test for the Redbirds tonight. I feel like this is one of those games that bracketologists look at and really see what kind of team Illinois State is when they make decisions on who's going to get a bid to get in the tournament. They've lost 4 of their last 5, so this is going to be a test to see how well are they going to bounce back off their feet from not playing very well in the last few games. I just feel like Missouri State's coming off a few good games, just barely losing to Creighton, a team with great potential, a good game.
Yeah, like you said, Christian, the Redbirds right now on a little bit of a bumpy road. And Andy, like you said, it is a very young team. Not one single senior is on the active roster right now for the Redbirds. So let's take a look at the Redbirds' opponent tonight, the Missouri State Bears, an overall record of 12-9 with a conference record of 5-4. If there's any story around these Bears, it's going to be about their forward, Kyle Weems, the defending champion of the Larry Bird Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year Award.
Absolutely. You know, Kyle Weems, he's really a beast. He's just been tearing up the league this year, coming off of winning the Larry Bird Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year. Currently, he's averaging 7.5 rebounds per game and averaging 15.9 points, just under 16 points, which was his average last year. So he looks like he's right back on pace to be that top player in the conference.
I mean, I agree with you guys. This is going to be a true test, like I said before. This is a team right here that we're playing today that has already beat Creighton. Shows that they could beat a ranked team. And I feel like they have the potential, all the potential in the world to come out here and really show us what we're made of. That's why I feel like it's a test. That's why I feel like we have to come with everything we have.
Yeah, it's going to be a very challenging contest for the Birds. Like you said, them beating Creighton at the time when they played Creighton. Creighton was number 21. Now I believe they're currently ranked 18, the highest of any Missouri Valley Conference team. It's about three and a half minutes until the national anthem starts here. We have a very special guest from the national anthem, Chicago Blackhawks visitor. Jim Cornelison is in the house, but that's still a little bit of ways. Like I said, 3 minutes. Let's talk some players to watch here in this game. Mine right now, Kyle Weems, got to be the obvious one from Missouri State. And for the Redbirds, I'd like to see Brian Allen get off just where he left off. He's been out the last couple games with an ankle injury. But if he can get right back where he left off, I think he's going to be a great impact in this game.
Yeah, you know, the key player in my eyes for the Redbirds is Tyler Brown. Missouri State is an extremely good defending team. They hold opponents to a really low shooting percentage, and Tyler Brown, with that scoring ability that he has, can really fill it up. And I think that if he can get some shots in early, get some momentum, hitting that outside shot that he loves to take, maybe he can stifle these Bears and really, you know, not exactly let them get going on the defensive end.
My key player is going to be Carmichael. I think it's pretty obvious that he's going to have to show up on defense and offense as well. I think that he's going to have to be a leader tonight, being one of our older players on the team, and he's going to have to bring something that he hasn't brought in a while for the team. I also think that, of course, their star player, winning the Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year last year, this is going to be a big game for him. Obviously, he'd be front runner for that again if it wasn't for McDermott. So we're going to have to key in on him, and hopefully Carmichael can show us some defensive presence.
One of the guys we're also going to have to watch out for on Missouri State is Caleb Patterson, the senior, is playing in his 100th career game. So you know how something like that can really get a guy fired up and get him going in a game, especially a conference game where the team defeated you last time on your own court, maybe looking to exact some revenge.
Our booth has just received the starting lineup for tonight's game as I read aloud right now. Starting for the Missouri State Bears, we have junior guard Anthony Downing from Atchison, Kansas. Nathan Shear, a sophomore guard from Washington, Missouri. Of course, Kyle Weems, a senior from Topeka, Kansas. Christian Kirk from Springfield, Missouri. And guard Michael Bazookas, the senior from Muncie, Indiana. And for our Illinois State Redbird basketball team, we have Tyler Brown, Nick Moore, John Wilkins, John Eakey, and Jackie Carmichael.
I really think Coach Jankovic likes this lineup because they're going to be together for at least another year. So they're really getting that good team chemistry going. Nick Moore, the freshman, coming in, leads the team in assists. You got Tyler Brown leading the team right up there with Jackie Carmichael in points. They're really showing good chemistry in the last couple games.
I'm really excited to see how freshman Nick Moore comes on and plays today in one of the biggest games of the year.
All right, and we are 30 seconds away from game time, but first the national anthem. A tradition like no other in sports that began at Chicago Stadium in 1985 in the Campbell Conference Finals against Wayne Gretzky and the Edmonton Oilers. The Chicago Blackhawks would go on to lose that series, but the exuberant clapping and screaming during the national anthem would stick around. And it has for every home game since. Fans gather at the United Center to scream while singer Jim Cornelison sings the national anthem. That tradition hits Redbird Arena tonight as we go live to Blackhawks singer Jim Cornelison as he sings our national anthem.
Let us rise as one nation and one people for the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, Jim Cornelison has performed for the Chicago Blackhawks for 6 reasons. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Cornelison.
Redbird Arena, you're listening to 103.3 WZND Fuse Radio broadcast of Redbird basketball brought to you by Avantis. We are moments away from tip-off right now. Andy, what are your keys to the game?
My keys to the game for the Redbirds, as I said before, they really need to get out shooting, but they also need to get down low and rebound the ball. John Eakey, John Wilkins, and Jackie Carmichael really need to get in there. The key to the game last time when they beat these Missouri State Bears was rebounding the ball. They out-rebounded them 44-33, and I really think if they can dominate the boards, they can win the game.
Right now, I think the biggest thing the Redbirds have to worry about is staying consistent in their game. Right now, the Redbirds are ranked 20th in the nation in three-pointers per game with 6.9. and they've made a three-pointer in 384 straight games. Last game without one was in 1999. If they can get their three ball working, I don't think they're going to have many problems tonight. Jackie Carmichael right now is taking the floor, going up against the center for the Missouri State Bears, Christian Kirk. We are moments away from tip-off here at Doug Collins Court. It's at Bazookas, Downing, Shear, Weems, and Kirk on the floor for the Missouri State Bears. We got Tyler Brown, Nick Moore, Hickey, Wilkins, and Carmichael on the floor for the Redbirds as the referees are just awaiting the okay. The student section is on their feet, and it looks like the lower bowl of Redbird Arena is filled up to see the Redbirds play the Bears tonight.
Spilling into the upper section here. These fans are ready to see some Illinois State basketball.
And the referee is coming to center court, about to tip the ball off, and it's up, and Missouri State's Christian Kirk wins it. Tips it back to Bazookas. Bazookas going to be guarded by Nick Moore. Redbirds going to start with a little man-to-man defense here against the Bears. Anthony Downing has it. He gives it to Shear, who gives it to Weems. Back to Bazookas. Driving on the court, almost blocked by Jackie Carmichael. It rims out, rebounded by Kirk, who gets his own rebound, puts the basket in. 2-0 Bears.
Carmichael a little bit out of position there. He had to come out to help on Bazookas, who was driving, and that left Missouri State's big man Kirk right there with the easy layup.
Nick Moore has the ball now. It's 19:24 left to play. Nick Moore drives in, has a nice acrobatic layup to tie the game at 2.
I'll tell you, this guy coming in as a freshman has had a big spark on this Illinois State offense, and even on the defensive end. He could be a key player to this game.
Nick Moore, the true freshman special education major from Warsaw, Indiana, finished second in the Mr. Indiana basketball rankings last year. Kirk takes a shot over Jackie Carmichael, and it sinks. Kirk's 4th point of the game, 2 for 2 in free field goals. Nick Moore has the ball again for the Redbirds, looking for somewhere to go. He finds Hickey. Hickey then finds Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown, what a player this year as a junior transfer for the Redbirds.
Absolutely, you know, this kid can really shoot the outside shot, and he loves to put up that jump shot.
Tyler Brown finds Nick Moore open for 3, and he's long as he misses, but it's an offensive rebound by Jackie Carmichael, although the shot clock does not reset as they have 10 seconds to shoot. Jakovich is yelling, so they see the clock. They got 5 to shoot. Tyler Brown puts up the 3, and it rims out. Rims out, rebounded by Missouri State as Anthony Downing brings it back on the floor. Downing takes the open 3, and he sinks it.
Got to tell you something. This Illinois State defense is falling asleep already early on in this game. They really need to get to it and shut down this Missouri State team before they get rolling.
Tyler Brown looking something to do on Anthony Downing. He gives the ball to Hickey. Gives it back to Brown. Nick Moore comes running for his help. Brown takes a shot right at the free throw line, gets fouled, doesn't sink the shot. He's going to be shooting 2.
You know, I like Tyler Brown's initiative to really take the ball and not really see a whole lot getting going offensively as far as the system goes. So he calls his own number, taking the shots. I like his confidence in those jump shots because if he can hit them, he can really get this offense working.
Tyler Brown tied for the lead in Redbirds points per game with Jackie Carmichael with 12.8 as he misses the first of 2 free throws. Game right now is 7-2 with 17:55 left to play in the first half. Tyler Brown, like I said, an amazing junior transfer right now that Jankovic was able to recruit. Tyler Brown's second shot is up, and it's good. Gets a lead back down to 4 for the Redbirds, 7-3 here as Bazookas brings the ball back up the court for the Missouri State Bears. Bazookas finds Downing open for 3, but he doesn't take it. Finds Nathan Shear, who takes the 3. No good. Rebounded by Carmichael.
Much better job there defensively by John Hickey, getting out there and defending the 3-point shot.
Wilkins is open for 3. He pump fakes, driving in. Tries to pinpoint the pass to Tyler Brown. It doesn't get it. It's going to go out of bounds off of Anthony Downing. It's going to stay on that side of the court, the Illinois State ball.
A little bit of a lucky play there. Tyler Brown wasn't really ready for that ball to come to him.
Tyler Brown inbounds to freshman Nick Moore, being guarded by Bazookas, the senior. Gives it to Tyler Brown. Carmichael for 3. Carmichael's only 3 attempted and made was a couple weeks ago against Evansville when he made the last-second three-pointer. John Hickey has a nice shot right there, right about from 6 or 7 feet away from the basket. Crowd getting a little more into it. As Kirk takes a 3 over Carmichael, no good. Rebounded by Brown, who finds Hickey. Hickey is looking to slow it down. He hands it off to Wilkins, who gives it right over to Moore. Geeky's got the ball back. Carmichael sets a pick, and Wilkins open for three. He's going to try it. It's going to be long again. Offensive rebound by Christian Kirk. It's going to be his second rebound of the game.